How's everybody doing today? Great. Everybody having a great WonderCon? Yeah. That's great. That's great. Y'all do know this is the best panel discussion we're going to have all week. Well, it's 2 o'clock. I guess I'll go on and start. I was trying to wait for our family members. You know how they are. My name is Charles Babb. I'm the moderator for today's panel. It's Blacks in Entertainment. We're going to be discussing everything. Stuff that's in the house, out the house, in the car, outside the car, everywhere. Yeah. It's a new era right now. We should all be celebrating. A little bit about me. I guess I won't give a long history because we're all going to be long-winded up here. That was the case. I am the founder and I'm the, biz dev, producer, designer for Fairchild Consortium, which is an augmented reality, virtual reality studio, and we make video games. We're about to go down the line, and it's great that Veronica is first, ladies first, and you can tell people who you are.
Hi, I'm Veronica Flint, and I'm a virtual reality, augmented reality content creator and developer, and doing it for about 4 or 5 years now. And the dream is to continue creating interactive cinematic video games and experiences, and explore different worlds and stories. So, yeah.
I hate this part.
Come on, Travis, you can deliver. You got this.
All right, so my name is Travis Williams. Presently, I am the Vice President of Gaming at Lightstorm Entertainment. So anything that is Battle Angel, Beta, or Avatar, I'm in control from the video game standpoint. This is the start of year 30 for me in gaming. So I've been doing this ever since the Game Boy, really. So making games like first Grand Theft Auto, Street Fighter. I even got some of my staff members actually out here who worked on games while I was at Sony too. So it's been a good run, and I hope the next 30 are pretty good too.
I also find these things weird. My name is Ryan Pryor. I have a long history of software engineering, business development, and program management at Microsoft. I worked on Xbox and the Xbox 360 game consoles. I was the producer who shipped the first Mass Effect title. Currently, I'm actually working for Amazon as a senior technical program manager, but at the side I have a foundation called Press Play Detroit, where we're looking to teach video game programming and techniques to students that live in the city of Detroit.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Eric Elder. I'm the founder and executive producer at Owl Entertainment, Online Worlds. We started a company about 11 years ago to create virtual reality experiences based on movie and TV IP. I've had a career that's lasted over 25 years, about 15 or so years of that in education, training people to work in animation, video games, and then VR. And then the other half has been in the studio system. I started off in traditional animation on a little show called King of the Hill. Thank you. And again, worked in education for a long time. Have coached hundreds of students to working in the video game industry, working at all the major studios, Blizzard, Sony, and so forth. So I'm a pretty decent career coach for video games and animation as well. So always looking to mentor and help out young people who are interested in the fields. And super excited to be here today. It's my first WonderCon, so I'm excited.
Kevin?
How you guys doing? My name is Kevin Grevioux. I created the Underworld franchise. I've been in the industry for about 25 years. I came in from another field, microbiology. I was on my way to being a scientist, and here I am. Science fiction now. So I write comic books as well. I created the Blue Marvel for Marvel Comics. Frankenstein, and done a few other things, so I'm glad to be here.
Well, my name is Ryan Benjamin. Some dude named Ryan Benjamin. I'm not as prolific as these guys. I'm not a founder or anything.
I'm actually trying to be like Ryan, just so you guys know.
The only thing I found was probably some dirty socks in my backpack. But anyway, I'm just a regular comic artist. I guess you could say Marvel, DC, that type of stuff. Batman Beyond, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Brothers Bond. But this one of the books I have right now on Webtoons.
That you created, and it's phenomenal.
I created it from scratch, and it's doing pretty good. I'm about to pitch it to. I just mentioned that. I'm actually working on getting it animated to. I have a brain fart right now. But anyway, Crunchyroll. Okay. So basically, that's what I do. I love working with young, talented folks who want to get involved in comics. And so at any point, you guys can email me, message me. I will personally work one-on-one with you on tightening up your art skills and stuff like that. So I love doing that stuff.
I just want to say one thing before we start. Like Ryan knows all of us. Most of us are really not good at self-promotion for obvious reasons. I mean, that's not where our talents are. Ryan, like I said, I've been doing this for a while. He's probably one of the most prolific artists that I have ever met in my life. And that's saying something because I have worked with hundreds of people. So he's just, it's really not a great talker as much as if you could see probably what he's drawing now and not paying attention. It's very awesome.
Give everybody a heads up, Ryan loves to draw. He's probably going to draw this whole entire panel. So whatever he's drawing, we will give it away to somebody in the audience. We do it right here. We do it right here.
So wait, I can't get it?
No, you can't get it. You can't get it.
Okay, question.
Okay, we're about to go to our first question. Today, I know all of you have heard that Black Panther is the highest grossing superhero movie of all time. It still has a long run. It's not going to be pulled out of theaters anytime soon. It probably will be in theaters by the time the next Marvel film comes out. People are still seeing it. I guess that's a good place to start. Most of you all are in games or been in games. But what do you all think has changed, or the mindset of Hollywood has changed after this movie has become the highest grossing superhero movie of all time?
I'll take that one. I hope it changes the prior mindset that, movies with a vast black cast can be considered just movies and not black movies. sure the reason why it's doing so well is because it is a local property. But the test still remains as to whether or not Hollywood is going to look at this movie and say, you know what, why don't we take a chance? And why don't we, create other movies with people of color, be they black, Latino, Asian, Indian, and say, hey, these things can work, or at least try, because they try with every other group, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it remains to be seen because there's a lot of hurdles to overcome. Unfortunately, you had Proud Mary that came out just a few weeks before and did nothing at the box office, starting a black lead. Chadwick Boseman did another film, Marshall, a month before, and that didn't do very well at the box office. So, one of the things that I fear is that they're gonna try. They're gonna say, okay, let's do a couple of, other movies featuring, people of color and see what they do. But what I fear is that the first one that they do that tanks, then they're gonna say, oh, well, none will work. And they go back to the old ways of doing business. And that's a big fear of mine. I remember when Posse came out, the studios were waiting with bated breath to see how well it did, because there were a number of studios that had movies about black cowboys. Well, Posse came out and didn't do very well, and those movies just went away. So, hopefully this time it's different. But like I said, it remains to be seen. I am cautiously optimistic though.
I'm more than optimistic, but for a different reason. Leon and I, being in a production route, we would always go through this, like, what makes something awesome? We talk about games all the time, obviously. And when I get the opportunity, I remember when we first met, I was at a developer who was working at Microsoft, and they said, oh, the producer's coming. And I said, okay. And his name's Leon Pryor, and I said, yeah, he ready. Right? And then as soon as he came to the studio, he gave me the nod.
We need to expand on this. Time slowed down. Everything went into black and white except for me and him. And there were volumes of conversation between us, like finally, for the first time, in a developer and a publisher, the producers are both black. The world is about to end.
Yeah. Look, and there was a point there where it was keep it real. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. You gonna keep it real? I'm gonna keep it real.
We'll talk later.
What's important is that, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and there have been different people of color in these positions, okay? But Leon is extraordinary, okay? And that's different, okay? I'm not gonna work with someone just because they're black, okay? They have to be badass, and it just so happens that they're black, right? So when I went in and I saw Black Panther, yeah, it was a black director, black costume designer, black, thespians and whatnot. But that movie was badass, and they could have all been orange, right? And the thing about it is, it's like, I think we have to get away from this attitude where we're all new, like we, as black people, especially, we can't be nuanced. Some of us suck, and you know we are. Some of us don't, right? And so just working with someone just because they're black, at least in my opinion, isn't enough. Or working with someone just because they're female isn't enough. And so when I keep a group of people around me, okay, they're badass. That movie was badass. There's gonna be some black movies that come out that are not gonna be as much. I mean, if you really take a look at how they crafted Black Panther, if you look at all the videos and you listen to Ryan actually speak, there is no way that was an accident, okay? He took a scientific approach to badassness, and that's why it made so much money. And so, I feel like all you really have to do is figure out who the badasses are, who don't look like everybody else, and give them a shot. And I think that has a better chance of happening.